so golden. You're so golden. I'm out of my head and I know that you're scared because hearts get broken. I don't wanna be alone.
Hey there, Pumpkin. This is the Kitchen Witch's Guide to the month of June. Foods in season right now include eggplant, asparagus, strawberries, and blueberries. Animals associated with June are bees, butterflies, and squirrels. The flowers of June include rose, hydrangea, and magnolia. June is a particularly powerful time to do workings in confidence and beauty. Later this month is the summer solstice, also known as Midsummer or Litha, depending on the tradition. Be sure to drop a comment and let me know what you celebrate in June. All right, Pumpkin, have a beautiful June.
An actual conversation with my non-witchy husband.
What do you mean a love spell?
When a witch ties her hair around your wrist, it is a love spell to lock you in so you can only think of her.
I don't get it. She knows I'm married.
It's cool, babe. Her first mistake was giving me a piece of her hair.
Oh, she messed up. What are you gonna do with her hair?
All gonna be safe, and we're all gonna have a great time. What in the Jesus Christ was that?
And I can't help but to hear, no I can't help but to hear in exchanging of words. What?
In the crystalline knowledge of you, drove me through the mountain, through the crystal like a clear water fountain.
Today I'm going to show you how I use Instax prints to create a protection spell. In order to create the spell, I want to start by using my camera to capture the essence of apotropaic items and charms. I chose some of my favorite protective items and charms, like my coral hand rosary and a bundle of rue, as well as some porcupine quills. The goal of using the print this way is to be able to have something small that can fit in my wallet or someone else's, and that can be relatively inconspicuous. The next part of this spell is writing a protective sigil on the print. I'm using a well-known sigil of mine, but you can create your own as well. After drawing the sigil, I want to charge it, and I want to do that through candle magic. I've chosen a black chime candle, and I'm going to prep the candle with an anointing oil and then carve the same sigil that's on the back of the print onto the candle. You can also add some herbs by rolling your candle in them or placing them around the base. Once this candle is done burning, my sigil will be charged and my spell will be done. I can then keep this print on my person while traveling to have an inconspicuous protection spell, or give it to a friend and have them keep it in their wallet or car for protection. How would you use Instax prints as part of your spell work?
Comer go ye before, comer go ye. If ye will na go before, comer let me. Ring a widdershins, link and lightly widdershins. Comer card and crone and queen, a rune go we.
talk about Midsummer and ways that you may decide to celebrate. Midsummer is summer solstice, and you can celebrate this day on the day of, which is June 20th, or you may decide to celebrate the day before, the day of, and the day after. Pagan holidays typically have more than one name, depending on the origin of which they're being celebrated in. Midsummer is one of the 4 solar holidays, so it's a great opportunity to use the solar energy and work with fire energy as well. If you have access to having a bonfire, you may decide to do that to celebrate. It's common tradition to be dancing around the bonfire, throwing lavender into the bonfire for some good luck, or even jumping over a bonfire safely for some good fortune. Be sure to follow along for more Midsummer correspondence.
If someone ever tells you that their food was made with love, that is intent. They are a kitchen witch. Thank you for coming to my TED Talk.
It is summer solstice today, and I want lemonade. I chose to make mine with honey because honey. I'm also steeping some lemon balm along with the honey so I can loosen up that raw honey as well as get some of the beautiful properties of lemon balm. Here are my gorgeous lemons from the backyard. You're just gonna cut them and squeeze them for like a long time. I honestly didn't even count how many I put in here. I just did it until my hands hurt. Then when it's ready, we're going to strain everything together. I use one strainer and pour the water over everything to get out all of the goodness that's in there from the lemon balm, from the honey. It takes a little while, but it's so worth it. I'm going to be honest with you, this is possibly the best lemonade I've ever made in my whole life, and you can totally make some right now.
And I was running far away, would I run off the world someday? Nobody knows, nobody knows. And I was dancing in the rain, I felt alive and I can't complain. But no, take me home where I belong. I can't take it anymore. I was painting a picture.
So my apartment management likes to throw on these little events for, you know, the community and bring people in my apartment complex together. So they're throwing one of these events tonight, and it's the first one that they've done since my boyfriend and I have moved in. So we agreed that we're gonna go, we're gonna socialize, try and meet our neighbors, maybe even try and make some friends. But I just know that I'm going to be asked, so what do you do for a living? And I'm gonna have to figure out how to answer that. Now, because my boyfriend loves to brag about me, he will probably be telling everyone that his girlfriend is TikTok famous. And at the end of the day, it'll probably be fine. But I am deathly afraid of 2 scenarios. The first one being, oh my gosh, you do tarot? That's so cool. Would you give me a reading sometime? Oh, you charge for your readings? Really? Or you do tarot? Okay, well, you know, I'd really like to invite you to church on Sunday.
Welcome back to Grimoire Entries. This episode is very important. It's about decolonizing your craft. Any of these points offend you, you may have some work to do. Number 1, you are not entitled to aspects of closed practices. Number 2, do not learn about chakras from a white source or a white person, if at all. Number 3, separate Wiccan laws from things like closed practices. I know it's easy to get them confused because you see the Wiccans preaching their love and light, threefold law. You know, black magic is not the same thing as baneful magic. Do not use those labels interchangeably. Baneful workings are not low vibe either. Love spells are not to be demonized. They're used and respected in closed practices. It does not mean, however, love spells are closed practices. Love spells have been used by marginalized individuals to take their power back, and then demonized by white people. These do not feed into that ideology. New New Age white spirituality has a history from taking parts that they think are mystical from closed practices and demonizing others, literally just nitpicking at different practices. See this reinforced with Wicca. This is no hate to Wiccans. Please do not send any hate to anyone who identifies as Wiccan. They could either not know. I've seen some people want to take it down from the inside, which you do you. Some examples of Wicca stealing from other cultures is they include smudging as a form of cleansing, or like the best form of cleansing, which is an indigenous practice. That's just one example. Before you start a new form of divination or a new form of spell work, it's best to research that as part of an open or closed practice. Anyway, I really hope you guys learned from this video.
Good day, I'm Bob the Necromancer, and today we're doing an unboxing.